Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the hottest scoop in entertainment news today. Picture this, the glamorous set of The View, bathed in bright lights and buzzing with the energy of a live audience, where daytime TV's queens of chatter hold court. Enter Reba McEntire, the fiery red-headed country music legend whose voice has serenaded generations with hits like Fancy and The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia. At 70 years young, Reba's not just a singer, she's an actress, a philanthropist, and a trailblazer who's sold over 75 million records worldwide. She's there to promote her latest Broadway revival stint and a heartwarming new album celebrating Oklahoma roots. The co-hosts, Joy Behar with her sharp wit, Sunny Hostin dropping legal insights, Sarah Haynes keeping it light, Alyssa Farah Griffin bridging divides, and of course, the indomitable Whoopi Goldberg, the EGOT winner known for her unfiltered takes, greet her warmly at first. Applause erupts as Reba settles into the iconic couch, her signature smile lighting up the studio. Whoopi kicks things off with praise. "Reba, honey, you've got more Grammys than I've got coffee mugs." Laughter ripples through the crowd. But beneath the banter, tensions simmer. Reba's recent outspokenness on social issues, championing farmers' rights and rural American values, has ruffled feathers in Hollywood's progressive circles. As the segment rolls, the conversation veers from music to politics, and that's when the spark ignites. Whoopi, ever the provocateur, leans in with a sly grin. "Reba, darling, we love your twang, but let's talk real. How does a girl from the Heartland square her conservative vibes with this woke world we're in?" Reba chuckles politely, but her eyes narrow. The audience senses the shift, murmurs replace cheers. What starts as light probing quickly escalates, setting the stage for an eruption that no one saw coming. This isn't just chit-chat, it's a cultural collision course, pitting country authenticity against coastal commentary. And as cameras capture every micro-expression, millions tune in, unaware they're witnessing the prelude to a $50 million maelstrom. Stay with us as we unpack the barbs that turned bubbly into brutal, revealing how one woman's dignity became daytime TV's darkest hour. Fast forward to the heart of the interview, where the gloves come off and the studio temperature skyrockets. Reba, poised and professional, shares anecdotes from her ranch life, emphasizing family, faith, and the simple joys of small-town living that fuel her art. "Music's about truth," she says, her Oklahoma drawl warm yet firm. "It's singing what you live, not what some script tells you to feel." The hosts nod, but Whoopi, lounging back with that trademark smirk, interjects, "Truth. Come on, Reba, country music's all sequins and sob stories, it's entertainment, not activism. You're just a singer, right? Stick to the mic and leave the real fights to us." The words hang heavy, a dismissive dagger wrapped in jest. Gasps echo from the audience, Joy shifts uncomfortably, while Sunny raises an eyebrow. Reba's face flushes, not with anger at first, but hurt. She's no stranger to the spotlight, having weathered divorces, tragedies like the 1991 plane crash that claimed her band, and relentless scrutiny. But this feels personal, a belittling of her life's work as if her voice doesn't carry weight beyond ballads. "Just a singer," Reba retorts, her tone stealing. "Whoopi, I've buried friends, built charities feeding thousands, and stood for the forgotten folks you city slickers forget. My songs aren't fluff, they're lifelines." The exchange crackles like a live wire. Whoopi doubles down, waving a hand. "Oh, please, darling, we've all got stories. But authenticity, in Nashville, that's rich." Half those stars lip-sync their souls for sales. Laughter from some hosts, but it's nervous now. Reba leans forward, eyes blazing. "Authenticity is earning your scars, not judging from an ivory tower. You want real, I've got it in spades." The audience erupts in a mix of cheers and boos, the divide palpable. Producers in the control room exchange frantic glances as commercial breaks loom. This clash isn't about notes or scripts, it's a raw showdown between Heartland resilience and Hollywood hubris, where one quip unravels decades of decorum. As the argument spirals, whispers of "cut to break" go unheard, and the world watches a queen dethroned in real time. The fallout, a storm that's only. The powder keg detonates fully when the barbs turn venomous, transforming a routine promo into a spectacle of shattered civility. Whoopi, sensing the edge, presses harder. "Reba, your whole, down-home girl act, it's adorable, but let's be honest, you're richer than most of the farms you sing about. How's that square with preaching humility?" Reba's jaw tightens. She's faced trolls before, but on live TV, with co-hosts chiming in like a Greek chorus. It's ambush territory. Sarah tries to mediate. "Ladies, we're all icons here. But Joy piles on. Yeah, but Reba, your politics, anti-vax vibes. That's not twang, that's trouble. Sunny nods. It alienates fans, honey. Reba, cornered, rises like a phoenix, alienates. I've got fans from red states to blue cities who love me for being me, not some polished puppet. You all sit here judging lives you've never lived. The studio freezes, even the crew pauses. Whoopi laughs, but it's sharp, judging. We're discussing, sweetie, grow a thicker skin, this is the view, not a hoedown. That's the breaking point. Reba stands, microphone in hand like a scepter, discussing. This is defamation dressed as dialogue. You've just trashed my legacy to millions, just a singer. I'll show you execution. Her voice booms, echoing off the rafters. Chaos ensues. Audience members shout support, others jeer. Alyssa pleads, Reba, sit down. But it's futile. Security, burly guys in black polos, emerges from the wings, not to escort guests, but to de-escalate a diva duel. Reba yanks off her mic pack, tossing it aside with a clatter. I'm done with this circus. Y'all can keep your views, I'll take my truth elsewhere. She storms toward the exit, heels clicking like gunfire, pausing only to blow a defiant kiss to stunned fans. Whoopi calls after her. Run along, cowgirl, next. The hosts sit in stunned silence as the director yells, cut. But it's too late. The deed is done, beamed to every screen from Times Square to Tulsa. Social media ignites instantly. Hashtag Reba rises trends worldwide, memes of Whoopi's smirk flood feeds. This isn't a walk-off, it's a walkout heard round the world, exposing the fragility of fame's facade. As confetti of controversy settles, one truth emerges. Reba didn't just leave, she launched a rebellion. In the blistering aftermath, the internet becomes a battlefield, with battle lines drawn faster than a fiddle tune. Clips of the clash go mega viral, racking up 50 million views in hours. Think TikToks of Reba's mic drop synced to Goodbye Earl and Whoopi's zinger remixed into diss tracks. Conservative outlets like Fox News hail Reba as a patriot under fire, interviewing her tearful team who decry the segment as a hit job. Liberal bastions, from CNN to late-night monologues, frame it as much-needed pushback against country conservatism. Reba retreats to her Nashville ranch, posting a cryptic Instagram, a photo of her boots by a campfire, captioned, "Boots made for walking, away from BS." Hashtag stay true. Likes pour in from Dolly Parton, "You tell 'em, sister." To unexpected allies like Taylor Swift. Reba's the blueprint, real recognizes real. Meanwhile, the views ratings spike 40%, but at what cost? Whoopi addresses it next episode, casual as coffee, we asked tough questions, she couldn't handle the heat. Next, backlash brews, petitions demand her apology, sponsors like Clorox pull ads citing toxic vibes. Protests form outside ABC studios, with fans waving Reba posters and chanting, Whoopi whoops. Reba's album sales surge 300%, proving adversity's alchemy. She grants her first post-clash interview to Oprah's network, voice steady, "It hurt, y'all, but pain's an old friend. They tried to dim my light, instead, they fanned the flame. Tears glisten, but resolve shines brighter." Behind closed doors, lawyers convene. Reba's team, led by a shark from Tennessee, pores over tapes, tallying every slight as slanderous shrapnel. This wasn't debate, one attorney leaks, it was demolition. Public sentiment splits. Polls show 62% side with Reba, seeing her as the underdog against elitism. Celebrities weigh in. Casey Musgraves tweets solidarity, while Bette Midler sides with Whoopi. Tough love, that's TV. The divide deepens America's cultural chasm, turning a talk show tiff into a referendum on respect. As hashtags war and timelines blaze, Reba emerges not broken, but battle-hardened, a phoenix in fringe, ready to rise. This viral vortex isn't fading, it's fueling the fire for justice. Dawn breaks on legal Armageddon as Reba McEntire slaps a staggering $50 million lawsuit on ABC, The View, and Whoopi Goldberg personally, alleging defamation, emotional distress, and public character assassination. Filed in New York federal court, the 150-page tome reads like a country ballad gone rogue. Graphic details of the ambush, from Whoopi's "Just a Singer" slight to the host's pile on, branded as a coordinated execution of her reputation. Reba's camp claims damages for lost endorsements, hello, $10 million boot line deal, therapy bills, and irreparable harm to a 50-year brand built on authenticity. Exhibits include viewer emails. "You destroyed my hero," one sobs. Whoopi's response. A curt statement. Free speech is our cornerstone, we'll fight this fairy tale in court. ABC lawyers circle wagons, prepping a motion to dismiss. Opinion, not fact, public figures invite scrutiny. But insiders whisper settlement talks, $20 million on the table. The discovery phase looms like a storm cloud, promising depositions that could drag skeletons from both closets. Reba's past, her 2013, Pray for Paris, tweet backlash, versus Whoopi's 2022 slave auction suspension. Media swarms. TMZ camps outside courthouses, while Variety pens op-eds on the death of civil discourse. Reba testifies first, voice quivering. They didn't just question me, they quartered me on national TV. Tears flow, jury pulls sway. Whoopi counters in a fiery filing. McEntire's thin skin threatens journalism, call it the chill suit. Late-night laughs ensue, but stakes soar. Allies rally. Garth Brooks funds her legal war chest. Even Trump tweets support. Reba's a winner. Whoopi, you're fired. The suit spotlights bigger beasts. Network accountability, cancel culture's boomerang. As briefs fly and egos bruise, one thing's clear, this isn't about money, it's about moxie. Reba's not suing to settle scores, she's swinging for systemic change, demanding apologies etched in airwaves. Court TV ratings rival Super Bowls, popcorn sells out. In this gladiatorial gauntlet, the queen of country isn't backing down, she's betting the barn on vindication. The gavels echo, it'll reverberate through showbiz for years. 691 characters. As the dust settles on this seismic showdown, reflections ripple across the entertainment ethos, pondering if daytime drama has danced too close to the dark side. Reba McEntire, once the punchline in a punch-up, now stands taller, her lawsuit a lightning rod for the voiceless. Sales soar, tours sell out, adversity's gift, wrapped in resilience. She's channeled fury into a memoir tease, unfiltered, from stage to storm, promising unvarnished truths. Whoopi, her star dims slightly, with whispers of co-host shakeups and a solo special shelved. The View pivots to unity segments, but trust erodes like sandcastles at high tide. Broader ripples, panels nationwide debate, tough love versus toxicity, spawning think pieces on fame's fine line. Reba's victory, win or settle, redefines red state reverence in blue bubbles, proving heartland heroes won't heal. Lessons learned, authenticity trumps artifice, dialogue demands decency. Fans forgive, but forget. Never. As October chills the air, Reba rides high, perhaps crooning a new hit, stormin' off strong. Whoopi grinds gears, ever the fighter. This clash, a chapter in the annals of audacious TV, reminding us, in the arena of airwaves, queens clash, but legends last. What's next? A reconciliation special, a rematch roast, only the ratings know. Until then, raise a glass to Reba, the cowgirl who corralled chaos into triumph. In a world of whispers, she shouted back, and the echo endures. Fade to credits on this saga, but the spotlight, it never dims for those who dare to demand their due.